Well, happy Sunday evening, and welcome to Retro Rocket Live, where we do our best to have a little fun with history and all things nostalgic. You can catch us live normally each Sunday, and sometimes even on Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific time. Now, we do have a special Canvas Clues show for you here tonight, with 3 fresh new categories all rolled up into one fun and educational game show. Watch our robots paint, and you listen to my clues, and then you all make your guesses as we will be first counting down the top 20 most bizarre fashion moments on the red carpet. That should be fun. Then we'll be testing your memory with the top 20 toys that sparked kids' imaginations pre-1980. And then finally, we will be paying tribute with the top 20 Val Kilmer movies. And if y'all stick around, we might just have a bonus round available if there are any hardcore enthusiasts still with us later on. Now, please do check in the chat. Say hello. Feel free to comment. If I see some questions coming in, I will do my best to address those as we go. I do see some people checking in. Jan's here early and Arena's here. The doctor's in the house. Good to see you, Doctor. Rumbus. All right. Well, the gang's almost all here. That's fantastic. All right. Well, let's start the fun with our first round. Let me get it going. Let's not let any grass grow. Now, you know how the game is played. Robots paint. You guess. I give some clues along the way. And again, our first category will be top 20 most bizarre fashion moments on the red carpet. And this first one was certainly bizarre. This outfit was famously controversial due to its perishable nature. Sorry if I laugh at some of these. The ensemble was made from a rather unconventional material, one typically seen on dinner plates. It sparked debates about animal rights and artistic expression. Yeah, so we get to guess all kinds of things, right? We get to guess who it is. It looks like you guys are getting that. And then we get to guess what it is. And it looks like Ramba's had that. And if you're really good, you could tell me what award ceremony. You can tell me the year if you want to, but maybe you could just tell me which award ceremony it was. Because it could be Oscars, could be VMAs, could be Grammys, could be. Very good. Brad's in the house with the right answer. Lady Gaga, the meat dress, and the MTV VMA Awards. Very good. You guys are knocking it out of the park here so far. You know your fashion. Who would have thought? Our group knowing their fashion. The meat dress was preserved and later displayed at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Well, I'm glad they preserved it. Next up. This dress was both whimsical and puzzling. It was featuring a bird-like design. The wearer is an Icelandic singer known for her unique fashion sense. The dress wrapped around the neck as if the wearer was being embraced by a feathered friend. Okay, looks like you guys are getting the answer for who this is. What do they call this thing? It included a white tulle skirt and egg-shaped clutch. Oh, I didn't know she had an egg-shaped clutch. Yeah, yeah, good. The dead swan, Bjork. Am I saying that right? Bjork in the swan dress. You might know which award ceremony this was for. The dress resembled a swan, complete with a long neck wrapped around the shoulders. The outfit became one of the most parodied red carpet looks of all time. Yeah, I can imagine. This was the 2001 Oscars. This was the Oscars. There you go. All right, number 18. A little more modern one. This metallic look resembled something from a sci-fi movie. The wearer is a singer and rapper known for his eccentric style. The outfit was entirely gold, covering even the face. Yeah, very good, Doctor. Very good. Fans compared the look to a gilded supervillain or futuristic deity. I go with the futuristic deity. The ensemble gave off strong space robot vibes. Okay, so CeeLo's full name is, and we're going to say this is the gold robot look. Who knows what award ceremony this was? There's kind of a hint in the background there. Well, yeah, you're right. The Grammys. CeeLo Green, Mr. Green. CeeLo Green's character for the event was named Gnarly Davidson. Did you know that? All right, the next one's darn weird. This look featured an unusual accessory that seemed eerily lifelike. The outfit itself was a flowing red Gucci gown. The star is known for pushing fashion boundaries and playing iconic roles. Yeah, very good, Rhombus. Very good. Very good. Do you know what the award ceremony was? Who knows what the award ceremony was? He created a replica of his own head as an accessory. It was an eerie yet mesmerizing fashion statement. I don't know. So yes, Jared Leto, and it was called His Own Head, was the name of the outfit. And it was at not the Oscars. Good guess, though. It's always a good guess. It's a little outlandish for the Oscars. I mean, you'd have to have a seat for it, for the head, right? This was the Met Gala. The Met Gala. 2019 Met Gala, in fact. The head was so realistic that it confused fellow attendees. Great. All right, now this is one of my favorites. I don't remember seeing this at the time, but this dazzling outfit was a literal take on the theme shining bright on the red carpet. It was designed to light up the night. Literally. I don't know if you could see it yet. The wearer is a pop star known for her theatrical fashion choices. If you can start to see what this is, it's pretty, theatrical. Yes, yeah, very good. Doctor and Rhombus. Yes, got it. Now, who's wearing it? Who's wearing it? The ensemble was crafted by Moschino, and incorporated actual lighting. The dress resembled a human chandelier. No, you'd think it was Lady Gaga, but it was the other one, Katy Perry. Katy Perry. Katy Perry had to stand straight throughout the night to keep the outfit intact. All right. Next up, number 15. This outfit combined religious symbolism with bold fashion. The ensemble was a flowing red cloak, creating a dramatic silhouette. Okay. The wearer arrived with an escort, dressed as a religious figure. That's right, she came with the Pope. The look sparked controversy due to its provocative nature. The rapper appeared as a red hooded figure accompanied by a Pope. You would think it could be Madonna, but it's not Madonna. Not Madonna. And it's not Cardi B, it's the other one. It's not Cardi B. It's the other one. Who's the other one that's kind of like Cardi B? Who knows? Hey, Meme Galto. What's going on? This is Nicki Minaj. And this is Red Riding Nun. Red Riding Nun. Not the Grammys, obviously. All right, number 14. Let's move on. The look was majestic and theatrical, befitting royalty or a deity. Now, this guy always wears weird stuff. The outfit featured a striking gold bodysuit and a massive feathered cape. The wearer is celebrated for defying gender norms with bold fashion. It's not Brad. It is not Brad. The ensemble made him resemble a mythological figure stepping out of a painting. Kind of like Icarus or something. I don't know. Not sure. Not Prince. Cartier was a good guess, Rhombus, incidentally. The look channeled the energy of a regal golden sun god. Does anybody know who this guy is? I didn't know of him before I put this together. So there you go. He must not be that famous. This is Mr. Billy Porter. Billy Porter, and this is the Gold Sun God, and it is from the 2020 Grammys. There you go. Who the funk? Now, I know you know this one. Kind of a cute outfit. This outfit was inspired by a traditional Spanish cultural symbol. Okay. The look featured lace, leather, and intricate embroidery. The iconic performer is known for constantly reinventing her style. It combined elements of a bullfighter's uniform with pop star glam. Correct you are. It looks like maybe, who had it first? Rhombus, then the inspector, and then the doctor. And this is obviously a matador's outfit. So this is Madonna in a matador outfit. And who knows where she wore this? It was kind of cute, right? Designed by Riccardo Tisci or Givenchy, it showcased Madonna's fearless approach to fashion. There you go. And this was the 2015 Grammy Awards. There you go. Okay, number 12. Down to number 12. This look was vibrant, edgy, and chaotic. Perfect for the early 2000s. Good description. The robots are doing better with the clues tonight. The outfit featured leather straps and sheer panels, creating a punk aesthetic. Kind of looks like Britney. Too skinny for Britney. Really too skinny for this girl too. She was super skinny right there. Super skinny. The singer sported long, hot pink hair extensions. The look was a mashup of punk rock and pop star flair. It's the other Britney and Dr. knows. The doctor knows. The doctor's in the house and the doctor knows. The outfit marked Aguilera's transition into a bolder, edgier phase of her career. No longer the genie in the bottle. Christina Aguilera, pink hair extensions and straps from the 2002 VMA Awards. There you go. My trash talking account. Hey, glad to have you. This is the game for trash talking for sure. Next up, number 11. This accessory was almost bigger than the rest of his outfit combined. This item in question quickly became a viral meme. The musician is known for his unique fashion sense and genre-defying music. Nice. The oversized accessory resembled something worn by a forest ranger. Yeah, I was going to say Smokey Bear. The doctor knows his fashion. Are you a doctor of fashion? Music. Music. Yeah. So you got it correct. This is Mr. Pharrell Williams. And of course, the fashion is the giant hat, I guess. Well, he was just wearing a tracksuit besides the giant hat. It was a massive Smokey Bear style hat that took the internet by storm. Anybody know back when this was? This was the 2014 Grammys. All right. Next up, this is kind of fun. One of my favorites. My favorite of the evening. This outfit pushed the boundaries of minimalism and boldness. The wearer is known for her wild, rebellious fashion phase during this period. She came on a wrecking ball. The ensemble was metallic and strappy, leaving little to the imagination. That's a good guess, but that's incorrect. Incorrect. Yeah, you're correct. Music. Well, you'd think music would probably do well. Music is soul food. And Brad gets it too. Very good. What was this look called? Does anybody know what this was called? It was paired with thigh-high boots and space buns. The look was both futuristic and daring. The outfit resembled a harness more than a dress. This was called the barely there dress. The barely there dress. Yeah. Miley's fearless approach to fashion at the VMAs often sparked debates. There you go. Speaking of barely there, we're in that phase of the game. This outfit appeared metallic and resembled something you'd see in a medieval setting. A medieval setting. The wearer is known for her bold fashion statements and advocacy work. There you go. Keep trying, Jan. Keep going. Pink's a good guess, but incorrect. Kind of like Pink, only it's not Pink. It's not a singer. I guess she's a singer. I don't even know if she's a singer. She's a celebrity. I know that. The dress was almost entirely see-through, consisting of linked silver chains. It was a striking combination of fashion and armor. It's all chains. It's all chains. The look made her appear like a futuristic warrior queen. Well, that's kind of cool. Yeah, the chick who shaved her head. This lady's name is Amber Rose. Amber Rose. Hasn't she dated like every major celebrity, I think? Amber Rose. And it was the chainmail dress. Chainmail dress at the 2014 MTV Awards. All right, next up. And that's one's a little more obscure. I didn't know the person. So, good luck. This dress was made from something commonly found in wallets. That's a good clue. The material used is often associated with financial transactions. The wearer is an award-winning costume designer. Okay, well that's who was wearing this. So she's not a star. The outfit consisted entirely of expired credit cards. How do we know they were expired? It was made from 254 American Express gold cards. I guess I can't expect you guys to know who this is, right? I guess I can't. This lady's name is Lizzie Gardiner. Gardiner. I guess she was, what did it say? She's a costume designer. And this was the American Express gold card dress. And this is all the way back in 1995 Oscars. Bold for the time. Bold for the time. Yeah, that one was a weird one. Okay. You know this lady. She's one of my favorites. This look drew inspiration from a famous historical figure known for courage and battle. The ensemble featured metallic details and a short bob hairstyle. The outfit was designed by Versace, known for dramatic and bold aesthetics. Very good. Ramos. From left field to right field. That is correct. It incorporated chainmail, armor plate, and a warrior vibe. Warrior vibe. Looks like a warrior. Yeah, meme. You got it. That's correct. That's correct. This is you say it's Zendaya or Zendaya? I like Zendaya. I don't know. I don't know which. One name. Joan of Arc. This is the 2018 Met Gala. Zendaya's look perfectly embodied the Met Gala's heavenly bodies theme, blending history and fashion. There you go. That was pretty hot. All right, here we go. Let's go back in time. This is probably the oldest one I got in here. The outfit was barely there, with intricate beading and a bold headpiece. The wearer is an iconic singer and actress known for her fearless fashion. Oh, very good. You guys got it. Jan with the lightning strike. Rhombus was right there, but Jan got it. Designed by Bob Mackey, it incorporated feathers and a shimmering bodysuit. Now, who can guess the year and the award show? Who knows that? The year and the award show. The outfit was dark, dramatic, and unforgettable, befitting a pop legend. The look cemented Cher's reputation as one of the Hollywood's most daring fashion icons. Yeah, it's even older than that, Neem. Even older, Rhombus. Jan, you guys aren't even close. I hate to say it. This was at the 1986 Oscars. 1986. And it was the Academy Awards. You are correct about that. You are correct. All right, this was pretty cool. This might be my number one design item. This look was entirely monochromatic from head to toe. Hard to see there. Come on, Robots. Help us out. The outfit completely concealed the wearer's identity, including the face. The ensemble sparked countless memes and online debates. The look consisted of a skin-tight, all-black bodysuit. Correct meme. With the win. With the victory. It appeared almost like a fashion shadow on the red carpet. There was a shadow moving up the red carpet. Yeah, you are correct. This is Kim Kardashian. Who knows the designer? What's the look? What's the look? Who's the designer of this? It is Kim Kardashian, and it was the 2021 Met Gala. And this was the, how do you say it? Balenciaga. Sorry. Balenciaga. Of course. Now this one's surprising. Surprising she's on the list. This outfit combined two bright contrasting colors. The look included satin fabrics and exaggerated silhouettes. The wearer is an award-winning actress and talk show host known for her bold fashion choices. The outfit looked like a cross between a circus ringmaster and a royal jester. So, to me, that wouldn't be what I'd wear to the Oscars, but yeah, Joker's colors. Who wore it? The question is, who wore it? Now, this is pretty far back. This is the 1993 Oscars, so that helps. It's not Oprah, but it's the same era. There you go, Rhombus. Rhombus with the win. Designed by legendary costume designer Valentino. The look was unforgettable for its bold color clash. And yes, Whoopi Goldberg, with the name of the look was the neon purple and green. Yeah. Excuse me. All right, we got three left. Top three, and these are pretty cool. This one in particular is super cool. The outfit was reminiscent of a famous painting evoking a goddess emerging from the sea. The ensemble was elaborate, featuring structured shell-like shapes. The dress had a regal, almost mythological quality. As you start to be able to see it, it's really cool. Really cool. It was designed by Thierry Mugler, and drew from the vintage fashion inspiration. It does have a vintage-like quality. Very cool. Now, who would wear this? I've seen her. Somebody has answered her name earlier, but it wasn't her. The look made blank appear as Venus rising from a clamshell, which is one of the world's most famous paintings, right? Venus on the clamshell. It was not Prince. It kind of looks like Prince in this picture. I see where you got that. This is Cardi B. Cardi B's Venus dress at the 2019 Grammy. Lady Gaga's always good. Always. Now these last two are kind of weird. I'm gonna tell you right off the bat. Kind of weird. Kind of out there. Kind of bizarre, as the category suggests. This accessory was oddly personal and unexpected. The look was a sleek black suit, but the unusual prop caught everyone's attention. So a lot like Jared Leto's head, but not the same. Everyone, what's going on, man? Good to see you. We are almost at the end of the first category. The wearer is known for blending fashion with personal statements. The accessory was his recently cut hair, carried as if it was a bouquet. Anybody know who this is? Or what he was holding? I guess he was holding his hair. Oh, man. Anybody know who this is? He said he brought his dreadlocks because they made him feel comfortable, even after cutting them off. We just wanted them with him at the award ceremony. Not Marilyn Manson, though. That's a decent guess. So this is actually Jaden Smith, Will Smith's little kid. Jaden Smith holding his own dreadlocks. There you go. We're almost at it. Oh, and Standy's in the house. Wasn't Elon. Kind of looks like Elon, but it wasn't Elon. All right. Number one with the bullet. Here we go. We'll see how hip you guys are. This outfit wasn't one look. It was involved in multiple transformations. That's right. We're only seeing one of the three. He had this whole entourage that would put a cape up around him, and he would change throughout the night between three different things. Underneath was a shiny gold suit of armor giving a knightly appearance. The final reveal was a glittery, form-fitting bodysuit. The ensemble was designed by Versace and showcased three distinct phases. Standing, I think you might know who this is. That's close. It's not Baby, but it's kind of like Baby. Kind of like Baby. The outfit's reveal on the red carpet was like a fashion performance, symbolizing metamorphosis and self-expression. Little baby. That's even closer. Yeah. Correct. Yeah, very. Oh, there you go. Lil Nas X. Little Nas X. That got it right there at the end. 3 stage Versace outfit. Well, that was pretty fun. You guys did pretty good. I'd say, what'd you bet? Like 75% of them you got? Something like 80%? Hey, everybody. Who's in the house here? We got Standy and Rhombus, Dr. Tolkien. Brad's in the house. Erwin's in the house. Music's in the house. Jan's in the house. We got a big crew. So anyway, appreciate you playing that game. You guys ready for the second round? Now, the second round is kind of fun. It's toys from my childhood. And actually, I have to admit something. I think I was a spoiled child because I had almost every one of these things. So here we go. We're going to do creative toys, basically from our childhood. Titanium's in the house. You know the rules, Robots Pink? You guys guess. I give some clues along the way. Glad you like the game, Kelky, and here we go. Number 20, counting down toys that spark kids' imagination. This toy offered a glimpse into far-off places and pop culture moments. I don't know what it is yet. It required inserting circular reel to see the magic unfold. The images appeared three-dimensional, giving a sense of depth. There you go. Oh, not quite right, Rhombus. Doctor's much closer. There you go. Standing is even closer. Who knows the year that this was invented? Who knows the year that this was invented? The toy itself looked like binoculars, but with colorful scenes inside. You guys all have one of these? I definitely had one of these at one time. This was, and I don't know that we kept ours, but every time I go over to somebody's house that had one, I'd check it out for sure. Kids could explore the world through stereoscopic picture reels. Yeah. 1979. No, this is way back in the day. This is back in the day. This is the Viewmaster. You are correct. It is the Viewmaster. But this is all the way back 1939. How about that? Yeah, 1939. All right, this one's a little more modern, but still pretty old. This toy encouraged artistic expression through geometry. I know you can't tell what it is yet. It involved a series of plastic gears and colored pens. Kids could create intricate spiral and circular patterns. The designs resembled colorful, mesmerizing medallions. Anybody remember this? One of these. I was spoiled. No, but hang on to that. And Rhombus, you get the idea, but sure ain't the right answer. Stuart's in the house, and Stuart, you're close. You're close, but incorrect. The final creations look like mathematical art on paper. And the name is critical to what this was. I'll tell you what, it was 1965 when it was invented, so a long time ago. You guys are all close. You're all close. How about spirograph? Spirograph. Does that sound familiar? Spirograph was initially created by a British engineer as a drafting tool. There you go. A British engineer. Okay, number 18. I think you'll know this one. 1964. This toy brought the thrill of a boxing ring into the living room. And it's like one of the few toys that actually work correctly. This thing worked great. Two plastic fighters were controlled by joysticks. The goal was to knock the opponent's head out, signaling defeat. Yeah. Let's see who's got the exact correct answer. Yeah, doctor, we're gonna call that good enough. Standing? Yeah, we're gonna call that answer close enough. It was an early form of interactive action-packed play, and I loved it. And it worked. You know, it's like one of those toys that seems like it might break or something, but no, man, it was tough. It worked a long time. Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Rock'em Sock'em Robots. 1964. The catchphrase, "You knocked my block off," became synonymous with the toy. That's right, the advertisement. Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I liked it. It worked. It's always nice to have a toy that works. Now, I had this toy. This toy is way back, so I'm going to make you guess what year this toy was invented for sure. This building toy combined creativity with simple mechanics. Now, this picture might be a little deceiving, so try to interpret the picture. This is where the painting technique causes us some grief. The toy allowed kids to construct structures and machines. The possibilities ranged from simple shapes to complex contraptions. It consisted of wooden rods and spools that fit together. No, hang on to all those answers. They might be coming up later. But this was the first one. This is the original one. Had a cool name. Kind of rolls right off the tongue. It inspired young engineers with its modular design. Originally marketed as an educational toy, Blank were inspired by the concept of building a windmill. That's right, building a windmill was like the first model that you were supposed to build. Let's see, nobody's quite got it yet. Jen, it's close. So Erector Set came right after this. Erector Set is not in this group. This was Tinker Toys. Tinker Toys. That sound familiar? Tinker Toys. Believe it or not, 1914. 1914. All right. Now, I can't believe how old this one is either. If anybody can get the date on this one, that'd be great. It's going to be hard enough for you to get what it is, but gotta pay attention. Listen to the clues. This creative set involved repositional shapes and scenes. The pieces were made of colorful vinyl that clung to glossy black backgrounds. Kids could arrange and rearrange characters and objects in endless stories. This was cool. This was a very creative toy. It was like creating a scene on a stage over and over again. And it was surprisingly resilient, these little pieces of vinyl. And if you didn't have one, you may not know. The toy encouraged storytelling and imaginative play. All those answers are good answers, and they may come up later. This is not the Light Bright. This is not the Light Bright. This is something else. Little pieces of plastic that you arranged and rearranged. They fit on these templates, these black templates that you can take them off and then put them together. You can make scenes of things, right? Anybody remember the name? How about color forms? Color forms. That sound familiar to anybody? The first colorform set was basic geometric shapes, but soon expanded to include popular cartoon characters. 1951. 1951. All right, I bet you know this one. This is from 1965. And this is similar to our political system. This game involved linking identical plastic pieces. Pieces were shaped like playful animals with long arms. So I think we're going to have to give you full credit for that, Rhombus. But your answer is not quite correct. Unless they sold it that way in Canada, maybe. It was slightly different. There you go, Sandy. There you go. I guess I'm being kind of picky. The objective was to form a chain without breaking the link. A spill would leave the colorful primates scattered across the floor. The phrase "more fun than a barrel of monkeys" became literal with this toy. Rainbow! Not only rainbow, but rainbow star chuck. And this was from 1965. Barrel of monkeys is correct. Very good. You guys got that one. Did everybody have that as a kid? I don't know if I had that one, but I definitely had friends that had that. All right, I had a few of these. This drawing toy used mechanical controls to create pictures. It featured two knobs to move a stylus inside the screen. Who took theirs apart to figure out how it worked? And then it didn't work anymore. Who did that? Shaking the device erased the image. It was so cool that you could do whatever, and then you shake it. So when your sister makes a masterpiece, you grab it and shake it. The screen displayed simple yet mesmerizing line art. Yeah, you did that too, huh, Rainbow? Yeah, I sure did. It was invented in France and originally named L'écran magique. L'écran magique. It was later renamed for the U.S. market. Yeah, good idea. Etch-a-Sketch. All the way back in 1960. What do you mean Trump uses it? This is Elon's thing. This is all the Doge guys use that every day. That's their thing. Here we go. Chapter 13. I had this a couple times. This is pretty cool. This toy was squishy, stretchy, and oddly bouncy. It could copy images from newspapers when pressed against them. So you had the funny pages and you used this stuff. It was like a early copier, mimeograph machine. Originally discovered by accident during World War II experiment. There you go. Everybody knows this one. Rhombus, Rainbow, Irwin. Everybody's getting it. Oh, Stuart, a little off-color joke up there. Sorry, I missed that. Kids loved its gooey texture and endless play possibilities. Silly Putty was initially marketed as a novelty item before becoming a staple in toy stores. Who knows the year? Anybody know when Silly Putty was invented? Way back when? Back in the good old days. Back in nostalgia. This is all the way back in. Yeah, well, not that. Doctor, I know you saw some of those things were way back there. In 1950 for the silly putty. They discovered it after World War II. Something regarding World War II. Don't know why. All right, I know you guys know this. And then try to figure out what year these were invented. Because this is back a bit. This construction toy was inspired by American frontier architecture. The pieces were made of interlocking wooden logs. Kids could build cabins, forts, and more rustic structures. Yeah, who knows what these were called? The design was influenced by the log cabin of Abraham Lincoln's childhood. Okay, rhombus and doctor and rainbow. Rainbow might have had it first. I think rainbow had it first. We've got a few people in the house, so the answers are going along quickly. So if I mess up on who got it first, I apologize. It sparked a love for building an imaginative play. It was invented by John Lloyd Wright, son of the famous architect Frank Lloyd Wright. Did you know that? But guess how old all those guys are? What year did they invent the Lincoln Logs? Anybody know? Anybody know? Yeah, I loved Lincoln Logs. I loved all those building toys, right? 1916. 1916. All right, now, this is like the one toy on the list I don't think I either had or my friend had. It's maybe one of the most recent toys. I was too old for it. This toy paid tribute to a famous daredevil and stunt performer. The rider figure was dressed in patriotic red, white, and blue. The motorcycle could be wound up and released to perform jumps. Now, I have seen viral videos using this toy. Have you guys seen those? They're pretty cool. It was they set it to music and they make it jump through all kinds of weird stuff. It was designed to recreate famous stunts from real life events. And looks like Doctor might have had it first. There you go. And Erwin, you were pretty close on the Lincoln Logs. Pretty close. Doctor had it first, and Rhombus, Erwin, Stewart, standing. This is the Evel Knievel stunt cycle, of course. This was only 1973, so not quite as old a toy. The toy became so popular that it inspired a whole series of stunt-themed playsets. Yeah, because you could set up, the kids could set up jumps and stuff out in the driveway. Awesome. Very creative toy. There you go. Who knew? All right, I've seen this answer on the board a few times. This is a creative toy. So I need to know the toy, and then if you can, guess when this was invented. This toy combined creativity with colorful illumination. Now, I didn't originally have this toy. My friends had this toy. So when I go to their house, I just end up playing with their toy. Nobody'd ever see me. Was that a little bit autistic there? Maybe. It involved inserting small translucent pegs into a black grid. Once plugged in, the board would light up, revealing a colorful design. You are all correct. You're all correct. Rhombus? Doctor? And 72 is a good guess. It's a little older. Doctor's even closer. This was 1967. 1967. The toy became popular for its ability to make light-up art, and vintage sets are still cherished by collectors today. There you go, light bright. That one looks like a modern version, right? With a flat. They used to have the giant box, right? The giant light box. But they were huge. All right, we're down to number 9. This is one of my favorites. 3 tiny vehicles were designed for speed and stunts. Oh, these, not 3. These. That makes more sense. The cars often come with customizable tracks for racing. Loops, jumps, and racing competitions became a staple of play. They were die-cast metal, making them both durable and collectible. Yeah, now everybody knows. Rhombus, you're on top. You never had the light bright in England, Stuart? You poor devils over there. Did you have Hot Wheels? Hot Wheels are great. The original lineup of 16 cars, known as the Sweet 16, no, I didn't know that, are highly sought after by collectors today. The Sweet 16. I remember the White Chaparral was my favorite. White Chaparral. The Doom Buggy was pretty cool too. Lime green Doom Buggy. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Ty walks the talk. He definitely does. Hot Wheels, 1968. There you go. All right, the next one's not as fun, but it's on the list. Number 8. So apparently it was popular. These small egg-shaped toys had a catchy slogan about their balance. They were weighted at the bottom, causing them to always stand upright. Even if knocked over, they would bounce back up. The phrase, "they wobble, but they don't fall down," became famous. It doesn't sound that cool. Yeah, you guys know this. You guys know this one. Stuart's got it first. Erwin, Rhombus. They wobble, but they don't fall down. The toy line included families, animals, and play sets. I guess I didn't have these. How sad. The resilient design made Weebles a hit for young children who loved their wobbling movement. Weeble wobbles, but they don't fall down. There you go. That's the proper way to say it, Ringo. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. 1971. 1971. I'm not explaining it because I was in high school. So there you go. Probably wasn't playing with Weeble Wobbles anymore. We're down to number 7. All right, so these actually have a full name, but there's also a generic name for these. And these were invented all the way back in 1950s, to give you some, and they don't know exactly when. This classic building toy involves simple, sturdy pieces. The blocks came in various shapes like cubes, cylinders, and arches. They encouraged creativity through construction and imaginative play. Now, I gotta say, it was probably my favorite toy till I was, I don't know, junior high or something. This is not Legos. Not Duplo. I don't think Duplo existed yet. Not Legos. This is pre-Lego. Pre-Lego. Or I don't know if it's pre-Lego, but it's alternative to Lego for sure. Kids could build houses, castles, and anything they could dream up. The smooth, natural wood finish gave them a timeless appeal. Now this is the thing, yeah, they were little wood blocks, is correct. They had the arch shape and the cylinders and the rectangles and the squares, and you could build anything, and you could build up pretty high, right? But then your little brother or sister would knock it all down. That was the favorite thing, right? Because they're all in little pieces, building blocks. So wood building blocks is the generic name, and they were actually called the Creative Playthings was the company. creative playthings wood building blocks. Learn something every day on Retro Rocket Live. All right, you guys all know this one. But what year was this invented? This toy had a mesmerizing, springy movement. It was made from a coil of metal, or later, it was made from plastic. I prefer the metal. Was the metal dangerous, maybe? I don't know why they switched. Maybe it's just cheaper. It could walk downstairs. That was the coolest thing, right? You have it walk down your stairs. It was originally developed as a tension spring for naval equipment. The simple motion of stretching and collapsing fascinated generations. Yes. Let's see. I don't know. You guys all got it, so I can't even tell. Erwin had it way up there. Looks like Erwin had it first. Erwin, Rhombus, Standing, Rainbow. Everybody. Yeah, Slinky. What year? Not 1932. A little after that. Tell you what, it was the same year that World War II ended. I don't know if there's any relationship. Maybe there was a relationship. They didn't need him in the Navy anymore. So they turned him into a toy. The Slinky's inventor, Richard James, was inspired when he saw a torsion spring fall and then walk on its own. There you go. That brings us down to number 5. Yeah, I had a bunch of Slinkies. That's something you buy again. I think I bought it for my kids. Yeah. Number 5. These rugged toys were built to withstand heavy-duty play. The vehicles were made of sturdy metal, perfect for outdoor use. The lineup included dump trucks, bulldozers, and cranes. Kids loved using them in sandboxes for realistic construction fun. Yes, we did. And everybody's getting it. Looks like maybe Rhombus had it first. Then the doctor, Standing, third, Erwin. The brand became synonymous with tough, durable toy vehicles. Yes, it did. Now you can guess. Anybody got the guess for the year? Go for it. Yeah, so much fun with these, right? Originally manufactured in Minnesota, excuse me, the name Tonka is derived from Dakota Sioux, a Dakota Sioux word meaning big. So it's actually a Dakota Sioux word. Tonka trucks. How about that? You learn something every day on Retro Rocket Live, don't you? Dakota Sioux, 1947. 1947. All right, we're down to the top 4. Top 4 creative toys, pre-1980. This toy originally required a real vegetable. Yeah, you only got the parts. You had to go to the store to get the main part. It came with various facial features and accessories that can be mixed and matched. The concept evolved to include a plastic potato body for safety. I don't know. What? Is it safer to have a plastic potato? Yeah. Oh, Rhombus. I think you got it. Donkey right behind. Did you remember that you used to originally you had to have a real potato? That was the cool part. I had the set when you had to have a real potato. So that's how old I am. Kids could create endless funny faces by swapping out parts. Anybody want to guess the year? Mr. Potato Head. Mr. Potato Head was the first toy to be featured in a television commercial. There you go. Revolutionizing toy marketing. Yeah. Can you imagine trying to sell toys without TV? Can you imagine? Close, Erwin. 1952. I guess you weren't that close. 1952. All right. Top three. Top three. This doll became a fashion icon and a reflection of changing styles. Initially released as a blonde, she soon became in various hair colors and outfits. The doll sparked imaginative play with career-themed outfits. Of course. Of course, Rainbow. Rainbow Rumba, sing. She was designed to represent an adult woman, unlike most dolls of the time. Yeah, most dolls were made to be like little girls, right? Or even babies or little girls. This was an adult girl, or at least a late teen. The brand's slogan famously slated, "You can be anything." Okay. Who knows the year that Barbie was first invented? Back there a ways. Barbie's, did you know? How about Barbie's full name? Does anybody know Barbie's full name? She was created by somebody named Ruth Handler, and she was inspired by a German doll named Bild Lily. Margot Robbie. Believe it or not, Barbie's full name originally was Barbara Millicent Roberts. Okay. All right, number two. I bet you know this. These colorful interlocking bricks can build anything a child can imagine. The name is derived from the Danish words "legot," meaning play well. The toy's versatility made it beloved by builders of all ages. From houses to spaceships, the only limit was imagination. And of course, what a franchise that is now, huh? Unbelievable. The sets that you can buy to build these different things, unbelievable. Yeah, my grandson is way into the sets. Yeah, very good, very good. I think my father likes the sets as well. Anybody have a guess at the year? Lego, of course, is the answer. Lego started as a wooden toy company before transitioning to plastic bricks in the late 1940s. And it was invented in, who knows? Anybody? Hazard a guess? Take a stab at it. How about 1949? Unbelievable. Yeah, Denmark, Danish. Right. 1910. Nothing's that old. All right, number one, with a bullet. Invented in 1964, marketed as an action figure rather than a doll. And I definitely had one of these. I definitely had one of these. Appealing to boys. The toy represented various branches of the military, including Army, Navy, and Air Force. Let's see. Rainbow. And then standing. Was it called in England? Maybe it was called something else. Because here in the United States, this is the G.I. Joe. It became the face of American heroism during the Cold War era. It's known as a real American hero. This figure defined the action toy genre. So anyway, Action Man in England, huh? That's cool. Kind of a cool name, Action Man. Yeah, wasn't G.I. Joe a Marine originally? Oh, I guess maybe he was Army, huh? The first G.I. Joe, was he Army? I think so. G.I. Joe's creation marked the beginning of the action figure market, paving the way for countless toy franchises. Go ahead. That was pretty fun. A good time was had by all. Did you guys have some of those toys? Did you have a favorite toy growing up? Anybody? Anyway, what are we going to do? Oh, we're going to do, in tribute to the recently passed Mr. Val Kilmer. Let me fire it up. Robots are going to do the painting. You're going to do the guessing. I'm going to be given the clues, and we're going to be doing the top 20 Val Kilmer movies. Here we go. Remember, it kind of starts off harder because the first ones are a little more obscure than the top ones. Number 20. A sci-fi horror film set on a remote island of genetic experiments gone wrong. Kilmer plays Montgomery, the eccentric assistant to the mad scientist. The film became infamous for its troubled production and bizarre tone. Yeah. Val was a big star, bigger than people. Some people don't remember what a big star Val Kilmer is. Big star, and you are correct. Let's see who got it first. Rhombus. Mutant animal hybrids make this film unforgettable, and it co-stars Marlon Brando, right? As Dr. Moreau. Freaky movie. If you haven't seen it, or even if you have, go back and watch this movie, The Island of Dr. Moreau. 1996, so not that long ago. One of Marlon Brando's last things. Yeah. And there he is. He's the eccentric assistant. The movie's chaotic production is documented in the film Lost Soul. Oh, there's another movie about the making of the movie. There you go. The doomed journey of Richard Stanley's Island of Dr. Moreau. There you go. Number 19. I kind of remember seeing this. This one is a tense adventure film based on a true story of a man eating man-eating lions in Africa. I remember this. Kilmer plays an engineer tasked with building a bridge despite deadly predators. Okay. It co-stars Michael Douglas as the big game hunter. I remember this movie. It is set in the Tsavo region of Kenya, during the late 19th century. This is late 1800s. The film's lions, Ghost and Darkness, were known for their cunning and brutality. Yeah. Let's see, who got it first? Rhombus, maybe? Rhombus and Irwin. Yeah, very good. The Ghost and the Darkness is the right answer. Very good. The real lions that inspired the story are on display at the Field Museum in Chicago. Oh, I assume they're stuffed, maybe? I don't know how they'd be on display if they weren't stuffed. I'm not sure. Taxidermy. All right, like I said, there's some obscure ones. Number 18. This one's a sci-fi thriller about humanity's attempt to colonize Mars. Something we're familiar with. Kilmer plays a mechanical systems engineer fighting for survival on the Red Planet. Tensions rise among the crew as oxygen runs low. Yeah, that would make things tense. A malfunctioning robot becomes an unexpected threat. That's a good storyline. Yeah. Let's see, Irwin, you're correct. That is the name of the movie. Stuart? Standing? Yeah. Did you guys see this? Red Planet. Red Planet. One of the many sci-fi films released during the early 2000s. There you go. Despite its intriguing premise, the film was a box office flop. But, like many, gained a cult following later. And yeah, I think a lot of Val Kilmer's movies became almost cult following movies. Especially, I don't know. I guess he played lots of different things through his career. Lots of different things. Red Planet. Red Planet. That takes us down to number 17. There's a couple of kind of obscure ones in here. If you're an aficionado, this one is a neo-noir crime thriller featuring Kilmer as a private detective. Well, that would be the neo-noir. Private detective. He draws his real-life wife, Joanne Wally, into a tangled web of deception. So he acted with his wife. Cool. The plot revolves around a fake murder that spirals out of control. Hang on to that answer, Rhombus. Not for this one, though. Classic elements of betrayal and femme fatale intrigue. Known for its gritty atmosphere. You know what? I don't remember seeing this, and it sounds damn good. I'm going to go check this one out. Known for its gritty atmosphere and unpredictable twists, this film marked one of the first major collaborations between Kilmer and Wally. They got married, so that was a good collaboration. This one was called Kill Me Again. Kill Me Again. And this was all the way back in 1989. Kill Me Again. There you go. Who knew? Another obscure one. Number 16. This one is actually a comedic spoof, blending spy movies and rock and roll. Kilmer plays Nick Rivers, an Elvis-like rock star caught up in the espionage. That sounds kind of funny. It's filled with absurd gags and visual puns. One of the earliest films from the creators of Airplane. Oh, so this is pre-Airplane. This was like the test run. Rhombus, you are correct. It's the word. You guys got it. He looks awful young there. He looks awful young there. Kilmer sings several songs, showcasing his musical talents. There you go. This was actually Val Kilmer's first film debut, feature film, 1984. 1984, and yeah, you guys got it. It is Top Secret. Top Secret, 1984. There you go. He looks pretty young there. First feature film debut. There you go. We're down to number 15. Val Kilmer. Tribute. Number 15. A political thriller directed by David Mamet. Kilmer stars as a tough, no-nonsense special ops agent. The mission: rescue the kidnapped daughter of a high-ranking politician. Always a good mission. The plot dives into conspiracy and betrayal at the highest levels. I don't see the correct answer up there yet. This is not The Saint. This one is not top secret. The previous one was. This is not the Saint. The plot dives into conspiracy and betrayal at the highest levels, known for Mammoth's signature sharp dialogue and gritty realism. Kilmer underwent extensive tactical training for this role. Anybody know? Not the Saint. This is 2004. 2004. 2004. No, this is not Taint either. that was the Taint one is coming up later. This was called Spartan. Is that so familiar to anybody? Spartan, 2004. Told you there were a couple of obscure ones. There you go. I think that's the last obscure one. Most of the rest. I think you know this one. Kilmer dons the cape and cowl as Gotham's Dark Knight. His portrayal was more serious compared to previous Batman depictions. This was the first serious one. He battles iconic villains, the Riddler, Jim Carrey, and Two-Face, played by Tommy Lee Jones. Well, yeah, Batman. But no, nobody has it yet. Not Batman, not Batman Returns, not Batman and Robin. Not Batman and Robin. Batman. This introduced Robin, though, Chris O'Donnell, to the film series, but it was not called Batman and Robin. Known for its colorful, flamboyant take on the Batman universe. Anybody remember what it was called? Wasn't called Batman and Robin. Kilmer didn't reprise the role in Batman and Robin, which came afterwards, due to scheduling conflicts. Oh, he was going to do it, but he didn't. This was the one right before Batman and Robin. There you go! Erwan! Batman Forever. 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 Batman Forever. Okay. Number 13. This one is a romantic drama inspired by a true story. Kilmer plays a blind massage therapist who undergoes surgery to restore his vision. There you go. It explores the challenges of adapting to newfound sight. Oh, did Rhombus get that last one first? Sorry, you guys are throwing so many answers out. I can't follow. And Erwin, oh, there you go. Rhombus has the more correct answer there. But Erwin, you pretty much have it. At First Sight is correct. The story is based on a real-life case detailed in Dr. Oliver Sacks' essay, To See and Not See. There you go. Themes of love, transformation, and the perception of beauty. At First Sight. Well, I don't know. You guys did better at that than you did at Batman Forever. Although I'm hearing that Rhombus had it early. We have to go back and check the transcript. All right, number 12. Number 12. This was a cool movie. Not Tombstone yet. Just throwing that out there, huh? Trying to be first. This is a crime drama set on a Sioux reservation. This is not the Tonka trucks, but Kilmer stars as an FBI agent of Native American descent. This was a cool movie. I liked it. Investigates a murder while reconnecting with his cultural heritage. Rhombus! I see that answer. It blends mystery with social commentary on indigenous struggles. It received praise for addressing Native American issues with respect and depth. There you go. Yes, you are all correct. Did you guys all see that? This is not the Huckleberry. He is not my Huckleberry in this one. The film was inspired by real-life conflicts involving Native American activists. And you are correct. It is called Thunderheart. Thunderheart. It was all the way back in 1992. 1992. But yeah, Val Kilmer was doing a lot of work back then. The film was inspired by real-life conflicts. Thunderheart. All right. Takes us down to number 11. A spy thriller where Kilmer plays Master of Disguise, Simon Templar. That sound familiar yet? Skilled at blending into any environment, often using elaborate personas. There were a lot of cool pictures to pick from to do this one, so this one's not the best. One of his disguises, right? It involves a plot to steal a revolutionary energy formula. It has romantic tension arising between Templar and the scientist who created the formula. That must be what we're seeing in the picture there. Yes. Yeah, I guess Rhombus, you beat out Stewart there. Doctor Irwin, standing. This is the saint. It is not the taint. It is the saint. And the character, Simon Templar, originated from the popular book series and a 1960s TV show. Did anybody ever see that TV show, The Saint? That was pretty cool. The Saint. Yeah, I had high expectations for this movie, but I don't remember it, so it must not have been very good. There you go. I don't know. Was it good? Did you guys see it? I don't know. I didn't see it. And I didn't see the next one either. So I hate to say that. And I don't know if I'm going to go back and watch it either. Number 10. This is a fantasy epic directed by Ron Howard. Strike one, strike two. Kilmer plays the charming and roguish swordsman Madmartigan. And, so that's good. Got that going for it. He joins forces with a young dwarf named Willa to protect a special baby. Full of magic, adventure, and epic battles. Yeah, it seems like you guys know this. Yeah, Roger Moore was the series, right? Rhombus, Dr. Irwin. Val's chemistry, again with Joanne Whalley, his future wife, added charm to the film. Oh, so this is where they were kind of fooling around on that. 1988. 1988. Future wife. Did you know Willow has become a cult classic and recently inspired a Disney Plus sequel series? Well, so I hope they don't ruin it. Or did they ruin it? I guess it was already on. Did they ruin it? Disney seems to be ruining all their classics. But anyway, well, don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on that. Now, here's my favorite Val Kilmer movie. I don't know why exactly. Might be all the drugs and debauchery, I suppose. This is a dark crime drama centered on grief and revenge. Kilmer plays a jazz musician turned meth addict. He investigates his wife's murder while spiraling into the criminal underworld. Correct, you are, Rhombus. Cool name for a movie, too. Has anybody been to the Salton Sea? Show of hands, anybody that knows where the Salton Sea actually is, and have they been there? Show your hands. It's a feature of a unique mix of noir storytelling, noir, noir, and modern grit. One of Kilmer's most critically underrated performances. Yeah, he was fantastic in it. Unless he wasn't acting. If he wasn't acting, then maybe he wasn't as good. Yeah, it's in Southern California, way down by past Palm Springs, down towards the Imperial Valley, towards Mexico, and it's pretty dry and seedy. And at the time, it was always pretty low level. So anyway, it was the right place for this. There's a certain vibe out there. Anyway, okay. Number 8. This is a lighthearted comedy set at a prestigious technical university. Now, let me tell you, this is all the way back in 1985. Kilmer plays Chris Knight, a brilliant but rebellious science prodigy. A group of students unwittingly build a laser weapon for the military. Yeah, you guys knew this one. Erwin, Rumbus. So they unwittingly build a laser. That sounds like, who's the tech guy, Silicon Valley guy that invented the VR glasses, but now he makes weapons for the U.S. government. I forget what the guy's name is. He's got an unusual name. He worked for Facebook when they bought the Oculus, and then, I forget what his name is. Anyway, he makes laser weapons. The movie Laser Prank Finale has become a favorite among fans. Oh, the movie's Laser Prank Finale. There you go. Real genius. He is, of course, correct. 1985. There you go. We're down to number 7. We are down to number 7. Val Kilmer movies. A sci-fi action thriller directed by Tony Scott. Kilmer plays an ATF agent investigating a fiery explosion. He uses experimental surveillance technology to see into the past. It co-stars Denzel Washington as an investigator. We need to do Denzel Washington movies. As an investigator trying to change history. It blurs the line between crime drama and time travel thriller. Yeah, you guys knew this one. Stuart! Erwin, second. Deja vu. I don't know if I saw this. The film was praised for its innovative concept and tight pacing. Well, we like any movie that has tight pacing. That's great. That was number 7. Deja Vu, 2006. Tony Scott, co-starring Denzel Washington. Deja Vu is okay. I don't know about the picture, but all right. I've seen this answer on the board now. This one has the best title, and it is a dark comedy crime film directed by somebody named Shane Black. Kilmer plays a private detective. He plays a lot of private detectives. Named Gay Perry. I guess that's the joke. Gay Perry teams up with Robert Downey Jr. in a twisted murder mystery. It is known for its witty dialogue and clever plot twists and meta humor. There you go. Very good. You guys even typed that out very well. Rhombus, Erwin. Nice typing. Kiss Kiss, Bang Bang, 2005. The film marked a comeback. Well, this is the Robert Downey Jr. comeback movie and helped revive his career. There you go. I don't know. Starting with Val might not be the best move, but I guess it was. I guess it was okay. That was number 6. We have 5 more to go in this Val Kilmer tribute. Number 5. This one's a little different. This is an animated, biblical epic produced by DreamWorks. Kilmer voices both Moses and God, adding gravitas to the dual roles. The story follows Moses' journey from prince to leader of Exodus. It does feature powerful songs like When You Believe. You're going to have to hum a few bars for me because I don't know that one. Known for its stunning animation and respectful portrayal of religious themes. There you go. And you guys all know this. Rhombus, standing. This is the Prince of Egypt. Prince of Egypt. 1998. 1998. The film won an Academy Award for Best Original Song. That must have been the When You Believe thing. But I don't think Val sang that one. Val was busy voicing Moses and God. Prince of Egypt. I didn't know that. Boy, that was a surprise when I saw that one. All right. Next one's one of my favorites. One of my favorites. I think Salton Sea is my favorite, but this one might be my second favorite. Number 4. A crime thriller directed by Michael Mann. Oh, that's why I like it. I love the stuff by Michael Mann, right? That's the Mohicans, right? Ooh. Miami Vice. Kilmer plays Chris Shirillis, a skilled but troubled bank robber. Part of an all-star cast including Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. It is known for its epic heist scene and intense character dynamics. Correct you are. Mariah Carey. Oh, was Mariah Carey in The Prince of Egypt? Did she sing the song? Okay. She wasn't in Heat, I don't think. Rhombus, Erwin, Stewart. A defining film in the heist genre, blending action with psychological depth. The iconic coffee shop scene between Pacino and De Niro was shot without rehearsal to capture natural tension. And yeah, the pictures of Val Kilmer behind the car with the machine gun, oh my gosh, very cool. Very gritty. Heat, good movie. Okay, top 3. This is maybe everybody's favorite, but it's only number 3 on our list. A Western centered on the legendary gunfight at the OK Corral. Kilmer plays Doc Holliday, a witty and deadly gunslinger. And what's his iconic line? You guys all know his iconic line. His portrayal of the ailing alcoholic Doc is both charismatic and tragic. Yes, it is. It's often hailed as one of Kilmer's best and most memorable performances. Yes, and Tombstone is of course correct. I think maybe Standing had it first. Yeah, Tombstone is correct. I'm your Huckleberry is of course the saying. I'm your Huckleberry. I did not say that well. Often hailed as one of Kilmer's best and most memorable performances. Kilmer's performance as Doc Holliday earned high praise for its authenticity and flair. I don't think they gave him an Oscar for it, though. They didn't like it that much. He was kind of blacklisted. Number 2. An action drama about elite fighter pilots at the Navy's Top Gun program. Kilmer plays Iceman, Maverick's cool and confident rival. The movie is known for the intense competition between those two characters. Yes, of course. Of course! Stewart got it first. Rhombus, Standing, Irwin. This is Top Gun. Who remembers when Top Gun was first made? Anybody got the year? It's been a while, surprisingly. It's been a long time ago. Anybody see the new one? Did you see the new one, Maverick? Wasn't bad. We're good. Like the best movie of a couple of years ago. Best movie I've seen in a long time, actually. Maverick. Yeah. Kilmer originally didn't want the role, but his portrayal did become iconic, obviously. 1986 is correct. Iceman Forever. Yeah, Maverick was great, wasn't it? It was a good follow-up. Surprisingly, because you worry about whether the sequel will live up. And I think Maverick lived up to Top Gun. There you go. There you go. All right. And we're going to close out the Val Kilmer tribute with number 1. A biographical drama actually directed by Oliver Stone. I don't know if you knew this. Kilmer portrays rock legend Jim Morrison, capturing his wild spirit and vocal style. This chronicles the rise and fall of the Doors, focusing on Morrison's struggles. Kilmer's singing was so convincing that even band members couldn't distinguish his voice from Morrison's. So that was cool. I don't know if you remember, we talked about his portrayal here, Val Kilmer's portrayal in the method actors. You remember the method actors category we did? I think we talked about Val Kilmer playing Jim Morrison in the movie The Doors. The Doors. Yeah, I think, Irwin, you probably had the movie first there, and then Stewart. But that's okay. It's all part of the tribute. All part of the tribute, a dark, intense portrayal that cemented Kilmer's reputation as a versatile actor. Very versatile. Kilmer spent months preparing for the role, even wearing Morrison's clothes and singing live during audition. There you go. Yeah. Awesome. Round of applause for ourselves. You guys did very well. Val Kilmer tribute. All right, how's everybody doing on this Sunday night? We have a kind of a stormy night here, but I think my outfeed on Starlink's been working all night. So there you go. Anyway, that was fun. And that brings an end to our regularly scheduled programming this evening. But as you know, we do have a bonus round available in case you want to do one more. Now, we don't have to. Don't feel obligated. If I get 2 thumbs up, we will do the bonus round. And I don't know. The bonus round sounds a little boring now after doing all those fun things. The bonus round is the 20 best-selling authors of all time. So most of them you're going to know, and a few of them are going to be kind of hard. But you can listen to the clues and you might get them. So anyway, the 20 best-selling authors is the bonus round. So let's see. We only have one thumbs up. So best-selling authors may not be everybody's cup of tea. Spray paint my Starlink. Kalki's still in the house. Okay. Looks like we're going to do the bonus round. Excuse me. All right. There we go. Let's fire it up. Let's get it going. You know the rules. Robots paint. Yes, I give some clues that are very interesting. We have done it before. We did it about 3.5 months ago. Maybe you can remember the answer. First one's hard. Number 20. He wrote over 600 books, mostly for children. Her works include adventure and boarding school stories. The Famous Five series is among her most well-known. The Famous Five series. She also created the beloved character Naughty. With over 600 million copies sold, she's one of the best-selling children authors of all time. And there is money in it. Hey, see you later, Erwin. Take it easy, man. Beverly Cleary, no, but good answer. Ty walks the talk. Good guess. Good guess. Wrong. It looks like B. Arthur. What, Stuart? Stuart has the answer. You did remember. Enid Blyton is correct. She was born in 1897 and passed in 1968. But she sold 600 million copies. Despite her popularity, her books were initially criticized by some educational institutions for being too simplistic. Not complicated enough. Not postmodern enough. Number 19. This gentleman is one of the most translated authors in the world. His most famous novel is about a young shepherd seeking treasure. The novel was originally published in Portuguese. The Alchemist is his most popular book. I've heard of that. Selling over 150 million copies. He hailed from Brazil. Brazil. Well, you guys knew this one too, Rhombus. I thought these would be hard. Paulo Coelho is correct. Paulo Coelho. He's still alive today, born in 1947. Still with us. Before becoming a writer, Coelho pursued a career as a songwriter. Well, he was a musician. Who knew? No, he was number 19 on our list, though. He must have sold a bunch of books. Oh, he sold 150 million copies of that Alchemist book. There you go. Must be good. I'll have to check it out. I've read a couple of this guy's books. He started his career in Hollywood writing screenplays. That's where he started. Many of his novels have strong female protagonists. His works include Master of the Game and If Tomorrow Comes. He also created the hit TV series I Dream of Jeannie. The Alchemist is your favorite book? Well, I'm gonna have to check that out. I don't think I've read that. In fact, I'm sure. Of course, we're gonna do it on a book on tape. Save some time. Anyway, this guy sold over 370 million copies of his novels. And this is the I Dream a Genie guy. Anybody remember who this is? I Dream a Genie guy. He's one of the few writers to win an Oscar, a Tony, and an Emmy. Famous author. Going once, going twice. Nobody? Nobody knows who created I Dream of Jeannie? How about Sidney Sheldon? Does that sound familiar to anybody? Sidney Sheldon. There you go. All right. Number 17. She is often called the Queen of Mystery. Her two most famous detectives are Hercule Poirot and Miss Marple. This is the Miss Marple lady. And Then There Were None is one of her best-selling novels. Yes, of course. Tolkien and Romus had her full name first, and then Stewart. Her works have sold over 2 billion copies worldwide. She also wrote plays, including The Mousetrap, and that's the longest running play in history. And you are correct, this is Agatha Christie. Agatha Christie. Christie's work as a nurse during World War I was the inspiration for some of the medical details included in most of her stories. Agatha Christie. She passed in 1976. 1976. There she is. Agatha Christie. We're down to number 16 next. Yeah, everybody loves Agatha Christie. All right, number 16. His books are known for their rhyming style and whimsical illustrations. The Cat in the Hat is one of his most iconic creations. His works often include made-up words and fantastical creatures. Correct. There's the correct spelling. There's the correct spelling, Ramus. Oh no, Ramus, you did not have the correct spelling. You are very close. Standing has the correct spelling. Fooled me. I am dyslexic. No. He sold over 600 million copies of his children's books. Dr. Seuss's real name is... Anybody know? Anybody know Dr. Seuss's real name? Born in 1904, passed in 1991. Green Eggs and Ham was written using only 50 different words. That sounds boring. Oh, his name was Theodore Seuss. That's where the Seuss comes from. Geisel. Theodore Seuss Geisel. Who knew? Learn something every day on Retro Rocket Live. There you go. You know this lady. She wrote a series about a young wizard. The first book in the series was published in 1997. The books were adopted into one of the highest grossing film franchises of all time. Yep, it is. Her series includes 7 main books and several spin-offs. Very good. Tolkien. Stewart, you guys are correct. J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter has sold over 500 million copies. I bet the number's bigger by now. Rowling wrote parts of the first Harry Potter book in a cafe while struggling financially. Now, did you know that? She actually wrote it while she was sitting in a cafe. Didn't have a roof over her head. It looks like Hillary there. Yeah, well, she does look a little bit like Hillary. A little younger. She's a little younger than Hillary, right? She's got that going for her. J.K. Rowling is correct. The rich lady. There you go. We're down to number 14. This gentleman is considered one of the greatest Russian novelists. His works are known for their length and depth. This is the long book guy. War and Peace is one of the most famous novels. He also wrote a little ditty called Anna Karenina. It's not Dostoevsky. Not Dostoevsky. I like it. It's hard to say, Dostoevsky. This is the other guy. This is the other guy. This is the other guy. All right, there you go. There you go. Kalki, I guess we'll give it to you despite your spelling difficulty. And Doctor, you have it as well. Leo Tolstoy. Leo Tolstoy. Tolstoy, they say Tolstoy really fast 5 times, was nominated for the Nobel Prize in Literature multiple times, but they never gave it to him because he was Russian. Right? There you go. All right, number 13. He's known as the King of Horror. Many of his novels have been adapted into films and TV shows. His works include The Shining, It, and Carrie. Yes. Stuart has it. Doctor, Rombas. He has sold over 400 million copies of his books. I gotta think it's higher. I gotta think that's an old number. He often sets his stories in the fictional town of Derry, Maine. There you go. Often. Stephen King wrote the first draft of Carrie in a laundry room of a trailer. I didn't know trailers had laundry rooms. I guess his did. Stephen King. Yeah, I like Stephen King books. I like most of them. It's kind of hit and miss a little bit. I really like the Dark Tower series. Did you guys read all the Dark Tower stuff? Dark Tower? That sound familiar? I like the Dark Tower stuff. Gotta say. Got to say. Number 12. I'm going to stump you with this one. She was known as the Queen of Romance. Her novels often featured aristocratic characters. She wrote over 700 books in her lifetime. Quite prolific. Her work sold more than 750 million copies. So, it's an average of over a million. She was also famous for her glamorous and eccentric personality. Yeah, she looks glamorous and eccentric. Isn't Maine a fictional place? Yeah, I believe it is. I believe it does not actually exist. It's all Newfoundland. Hey, Stuart, how'd you know that? How'd you know that? You are correct. Barbara Cartland, born in 1901 and passed in the year 2000. Heartland was listed in the Guinness Book of Records as the world's most prolific novelist. 700 books. That'll do it. I don't even think Stephen King's done 700, right? Oh, she's read a bunch of her books. Okay, well, glad she knows. Sounds like she was a romance novelist. Number 11. Fairly famous American author. I think she's American. She is one of the most widely read romance authors of all time. Her novels often explore themes of love, family, and resilience. She has published over 190 books, so not 700. Her works have sold over 800 million copies. Many of her novels have been adopted into TV movies. This is what she's pretty famous for. She often writes on a 1946 Olympia typewriter and works on multiple books at once. Well, those are all pretty generic clues. It's not Helen Keller. Does it look like Helen Keller? Hey, Solomon. What's going on, man? Anybody know who this one is? This is another romance author. 800 million copies. 190 books. This is Danielle Steele. That's not familiar to anybody? Danielle Steele. She's still with us. Born in 1947. There you go. Now we're down to the top 10. Top 10. Here we go. Martha Stewart. I wonder how Martha's doing. I think she's out of jail, right? This gentleman is often referred to as the father of modern fantasy literature. His most famous works feature hobbits, elves, and a powerful ring. The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings are his best-known books. I think we're going to get this one. His works have sold over 300 million copies. His stories take place in the richly detailed world of Middle-earth. Yes, but okay, there you go. Columbus, I appreciate your detail, your attention to detail. Now, what do all those letters stand for? Do we know? Does anybody know what all those different letters? I think we looked it up one time. Didn't we Google it or something? Seems like we did. J.R.R. Tolkien. Now, why is it J.R.R.? I don't know. His stories take place in the richly detailed world of Middle-earth. Tolkien was a professor of Anglo-Saxon at Oxford University. There you go. All right, you guys know this next guy. He's fairly famous. He is often called the greatest playwright in history. His works include plays, sonnets, and poems. Romeo and Juliet and Hamlet are among his most famous plays. His estimated total sales exceed 4 billion copies. Yes. I think Stewart might have had it first. This is Bill. Mr. William Shakespeare, born in 1564, in 1616. He's also known as the Bard of Avon. Shakespeare invented over 1,700 words and phrases still in use today. Well, so, I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it okay to make up your own words when you're writing a book? I'm not sure that's kosher. World record holder for boring high school kids. There you go. He wrote a lot of plays. I know my daughter was very into Shakespeare plays. All right, let's go on to number 8. This guy is known best for a series of books about a magical wardrobe. The Chronicles of Narnia is his most famous work. His books often explore themes of faith and morality, and he was a close friend of J.R.R. Tolkien. I gotta know what those letters stand for. His works have sold over 100 million copies. Yeah, looks like Rockefeller. Tie! Oh, but Standing had it first. Oh, and Rhombus had it first. Holy smokes, way up there. I keep missing you, Rhombus. You're too fast. You're too fast. C.S. Lewis is indeed correct. Born in 1898 and passed in 1963. Lewis initially intended The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe to be a standalone story. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that was good. That was fast. All right, number 7. This one's harder. So you get this one. He was a prolific Belgian author of crime novels. His most famous character is Inspector Maigret. 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 I'm sure I'm not saying that right. His stories are known for their psychological depth and realism. His stories are known for their... he wrote over 400 novels, with a total sales exceeding 500 million copies. His books have been translated into dozens of languages. Well, I don't even think it looks like Clint Eastwood, does it, Solomon? Well, I don't even think it looks like it. Who knows who this is? It doesn't even look like Nixon either. This is a writer. His books have been translated into dozens of languages. He wrote over 400 novels with total sales over 500 million. And he claimed he could write a novel in just 11 days. He was a fast writer. And this Inspector Maigret. No, nobody knows. I knew I'd stop you. Georges Simenon. We're going to have to look this guy up. Georges Simenon. I know you don't believe me. Number 6. An American popular author. He is a master of suspense and thriller novels. Oh, and I have a personal story. This is another one of my celebrity sightings. Many of his works explore the conflict between good and evil. He has sold over 450 million books worldwide. His most popular series featured a character named Odd Thomas. His novels often include elements of supernatural. Not Stephen King, it's the other guy. Kind of looks like Stephen King in this picture. So this guy used to hang out at the same bar that I used to hang out in Dana Point, California, down in the harbor. There was a kind of like a fisherman bar on the water, on the harbor, called Turks. And it had a cool vibe. Good place to go late, if you know what I mean. Good place to go late. And he used to hang out at the bar there too. And this is Mr. Dean Koontz. Dean Koontz. That sound familiar? There you go, Tom. There you go. Used to hang out in Dana Point. I think he either lived in Dana Point or Laguna Beach. I can't remember. I think Dana Point. Anyway, here we go. You've heard of this lady. She was known for writing glamorous and scandalous novels. Her stories often depict the lives of rich and famous. Hollywood Wives and The Stud are among her most famous works, Hollywood Wives and the Stud. She sold more than 500 million books worldwide. Yeah, pretty good. You got it. Stuart. Her sister, Joan Collins, is a famous actress. Yeah. So you are correct. It kind of looks like Kathy Griffith. Now, that one it kind of looks like Solomon. I'm going to go with you on that one. This is Jackie Collins. Jackie Collins reportedly wrote her first novel in longhand on a legal pad. There you go. That other lady did an old typewriter, and this lady did it in handwriting. Who translated that? Yeah, Stuart. Stuart had that one fast. Jackie Collins. You a big Jackie Collins fan, Stuart? This guy sold a few books. He is one of the most commercially successful authors of all time. His best-known works include the Alex Cross series. He frequently collaborates with other writers. Yeah, he does. So almost everything he produces nowadays is co-authored with another author. And so, I don't know, he definitely puts out like 10 books a year. I like most of them. He's gotten into kind of writing, they're a little too short for me. But other than that, I like longer books. This is not Tom Clancy, although Tom Clancy's a great guess. A great guess. This guy sold over 425 million books. He collaborates with other authors. He holds the record for the most New York Times bestsellers by a single author. He donates millions to support literacy programs and independent bookstores. And Stuart has that one as well. Stuart knows the authors. Yep. If Stuart doesn't get it, Rhombus gets it. Rhombus doesn't get it, Stuart gets it. James Patterson is correct. James Patterson. All right, we're down to the top three. This guy, I'm not sure I'm aware of this guy. He created one of the most famous fictional lawyers in literature. His series revolves around solving courtroom mysteries. Ah, this is the guy behind Perry Mason. Is his best-known character. He sold over 300 million copies of his books. Many of his stories were adapted for television. That's where he made some money. He was a practicing lawyer before becoming a full-time author, so he knew the game. Does anybody know the author that created Perry Mason? Perry Mason. The Perry Mason guy. Born in 1889 and passed in 1970, lived a nice long life. Anybody know? This is a gentleman named Earl Stanley Gardner. Earl Stanley Gardner. Thought I could stump you once in a while. Gardner was a practicing lawyer before becoming a full-time author. All right, you're gonna know the next one. You're going to be happy about that. Here we go. Number 2. He is one of the most famous Victorian-era novelists. His stories often focus on social reform and the plight of the poor. May I have another, sir? May I have another? His works include A Christmas Carol and Oliver Twist. His novels have sold over 200 million copies. He wrote it in serialized form, publishing his novels chapter by chapter. So that's kind of interesting. And yes, Stuart, you are correct. You are correct. This is Mr. Charles Dickens. Charles Dickens. He was born all the way back in 1812 and passed away all the way back in 1870. Dickens gave public readings of his works that were widely popular, and he published chapter by chapter. So you can imagine going to the pub and listening to him read a chapter. That would have been cool, right? But it would have been a lot like books on tape. I like it. Charles Dickens. There you go. All right. So the robots kind of pulled a fast one on me here. So now out of all those authors we just went through, the 19 authors, who did the robots decide was the #1 most successful author of all time? So this is one of the 19 we've already seen. Who do the robots say is the most successful? She's the best-selling fiction author of all time. Her books have sold over 2 billion copies. Murder on the Orient Express is one of her most famous mysteries. She is known for her intricate plots and surprising endings. Her characters, Hercule Poirot and Miss Marple, are legendary detectives. Who's the #1 out of the 19? Correct you are. Sending. Oh, I think Enid might have sold more. The robots say it's Agatha Christie. Agatha Christie. Although maybe the picture looks more like Enid. Robots are trying to pull a fast one on us. I think they're trying to pull a fast one. Christie once went missing. Oh, this was a cool story. Christie once went missing for 11 days in real life. And that mystery still remains unsolved. Do you guys remember hearing about that in the news, like in the 70s? Was it in the 1970s or something? She went missing. It was kind of weird, right? Anyway, okay, well, we made it through the authors, and you guys did amazingly well. Amazingly well. Well, all right. It was pretty fun. I think those first couple of categories tonight were rocking. They were fun. They were fun categories. We'll try to do some more. Any if you guys have any ideas for categories, now would be the time to type those into the chat. Let me know what you guys want to do in the future. And yeah, you guys were awesome tonight. You guys rocked it. Yeah, Rhombus knew the Val Kilmer. I think he had a secret weapon. Anyway, that was pretty fun. That was definitely the toys were surprisingly fun, right? I mean, I seriously now I didn't know what a spoiled child I was, but now when I had like 16 or 17 of those toys. I definitely did. I was spoiled rotten. American history. Yeah, we can do some American history. You know, we've been doing this for what, 6 months, or I don't know, a little longer than 6 months, and we've done a lot of like American Revolution, and those are fun with our British people here. So redcoats versus the American Revolution. We like those. We'll have to get back, and I've threatened to do more of those because they didn't know any of the founding fathers or the leaders of the American Revolution. Yes, and we have done British monarchs. We've done once, but we can do more British stuff. I would like, and you know, every once in a while, I want to sneak in one that has buildings or places or something, right? I like to sneak those in once in a while too. Yeah, the toys were fun. We'll have to do some other pop culture kind of things that might work. Yeah. Yes, I must remember what languages. For sure. I think it's about time for us to do some ancient temple one where you guys have to name name the ancient temples. The we can do the top 20 uh, ancient temples from India. See how you guys do it this. English isn't a language. It's a Frankenstein monster of words. Yeah, true, true. It's what's really weird. My wife is originally from Russia, and she speaks perfect English now. But it's so strange because we have so many words that sound identical, but they mean like five different things. So it's like, oh, that's handy. Which one are we talking about? Dutch. Dutch? You speak Dutch? Because I don't know. Dutch doesn't sound Dutch doesn't sound too good. I don't know about that. All right, man, guys. Well, I think we'll call it even. If you guys think of anything else you want to do, let me know. Yeah, we do try to do every Sunday. Unless I'm on vacation or something, I'll let you guys know ahead of time if there's some reason we're not going to do it. And then we have been doing Wednesdays almost every week lately. Stuart demands it, so we do it. As long as I can, as long as I have the time to put it together, we'll keep doing that. I'm trying to work on some other, movie formats too. I'm trying to fill in some other ones as well, and not just do the games. But I like to do the games. World War II movies. Yeah, definitely. There's enough of them, right? And then I don't know if you remember all our method actors, all of our method actors. We've only done like I think maybe three of them of their top 20 films of the method actors. Yeah, what have we done? Clint Eastwood, Val Kilmer. I don't know who else we did, but there's a bunch we could do, right? We do John Wayne movies. Yeah, yeah. The movie thing could probably go on. There's probably all kinds of topics within the movie. Yeah, I like old time television, but it's a little more limited, right? Because there was only so much. There was only so much of the old time television. But I think there were quite a few, even there's quite a few obscure series, maybe from the 60s or 70s, that we could do just for fun. And you may not know them all, but that's all right. You don't have to get everyone correct. Yeah, Gene Hackman's on the list. We got to do Gene Hackman for sure. Gene Hackman is actually on the list. Denzel's, I think, on the list as well. But yeah, Gene Hackman is physically on the list. I'll have to make the list a little longer, add some more. And then we got to go back and we got to do history stuff too. So we'll do that. John Wayne's Genghis Khan movie. Is there such a thing? I, I didn't know there was such a thing. I'm going to have to check that out. I have to look that up. All right, guys. I am going to hang it up and say goodnight. I got to find my outro. Thanks again so much for hanging out so long with me tonight. Take it easy, man.